Hello, this is Dr. Mercola, and today we're here with another Facebook question and answer session. And our first question today is from Kay Hickman from Austin, Texas. And Austin is definitely one of my favorite towns, along with Boulder and Portland, Oregon. And it's just really full of a lot of people who are really interested and passionate about taking good care of their health. And her question today is, I drink a full blender full of fruits and veggies every day, and I use a Vitamixer and get all the fiber. Of what benefit would it be to me to juice instead of using all of the fruits and vegetables? And also, what juicer is the best without spending a couple $1,000s? Well, Kay, that was excellent questions, and it really allows me to expand on the importance of juicing. And it's a discipline that I do every day. And why do I do it? Largely because it's somewhat of a challenge for me, and I would suspect for most people viewing this, to get enough vegetables in their diet every day. That really is the challenge. And really, vegetables are one of the keys actually to making sure you're getting healthy for a number of reasons. One is it's loaded with lots of good fiber. It's low in sugar. It's full of micronutrients that are powerful antioxidants. And perhaps one of the most important ones is it actually feeds the good bacteria in your gut, and it helps suppress the growth of bad bacteria and yeast and anaerobes. So one of the most important things you can do is making sure you get enough vegetables. So most people don't eat vegetables for breakfast, and some have it for lunch and maybe dinner. So and they're not eating enough. I mean, even the most conservative conventional nutritionists will recommend large numbers of servings of vegetables a day, 5 or 6, and as I said, most of us don't get it. So when you juice, you have the opportunity to incorporate much more vegetables, and I myself get a couple pounds a day, and I like to juice about a quart of vegetable juice every single day, and that really helps me fill my supply. So there are several ways to do that, and as you mentioned in your question, you can use a Vitamixer, and I've had a Vitamixer for well over 20 years now, so it's definitely a useful kitchen appliance, and it can certainly perform a lot of good functions. But one of the ones I do not recommend it for is juicing your vegetables for a number of reasons. The first one is that it spins it at a very high rate so that the heat will damage some of the micronutrients in there. But more importantly, it really combines all the fiber in there, so it's going to limit the amount of vegetables that you'll be able to eat. And one of the benefits of juicing is that when you separate the fiber from the juice, you're able to get the vast majority of the nutrition that's embedded in the vegetables into your body, because the fiber has some benefit. And I'll mention what you can do with that in a moment, but clearly the most significant benefit of vegetables are in the juice that you extract. So when you prepare it, juice, and it really shouldn't be called juice in a Vitamixer because it's a blender. It's not a juicer at all. And so you're going to limit the amount of juice you're going to be able to drink, and it really doesn't taste that good for the most part unless you throw in fruit. And many people, and I would imagine even yourself, are doing that because otherwise vegetable pulp blended like that isn't going to be very palatable. And you clearly do not want to throw in juice or fruits when you juice. There's only one exception to that would be the very low fructose fruits, and the two that qualify for there are lemons and limes. And I use 1 full lime in my vegetable juice every day. And there's virtually no fructose, or about 1 gram or so. So that's fine, it's not an issue. But really, there are some benefits of fruit, but for the most part, the average typical amount of fructose that the average American is consuming is about 75 grams a day, and we need somewhere between 15 and 25 to be the maximum limit. So if you fall in that, then you probably could have a little juice and you could indulge yourself. But if you're regularly throwing apples or even carrots or some other fruits in there, with the exception of maybe some berries, you're more likely causing more harm than good. So the last part of your question really is related to what type of juicer should you get. And certainly, there's not many that cost a couple $1,000s. The only one I could think of would be the Norwalk juicer. Most of them are under $1,000, but typically you're going to want to spend more than $100. Anything less than $100 is not going to last you for a long time, although you may want to just try one, but it might be better to buy a really good one used on eBay or Craigslist than getting an inexpensive one. So there's basically 2 different types of juicers. You can get a centrifugal juicer, which supposedly, one of the benefits is it juices real quickly, but it's going to, first of all, make a lot of noise, and it's not going to give you a lot of juice. It's very difficult to clean up, so I would definitely not recommend a centrifugal juicer. I would get either a single or a twin gear juicer, which has the benefit of revolving it revolves very slow speed, so it's not going to create a lot of heat when you juice the vegetables. And additionally, it's relatively easy to keep up, and it's very quiet, so you're not going to wake up your whole house if you happen to be juicing in the morning. So typically the range on these is probably high 200s to $500, depending on the quality and the brand. We do sell on our site if you're interested, but there clearly are a number of other good ones. So those are the approaches and my views on juicing. If you're not juicing already, I would strongly encourage you. Again, it's the key to getting lots of vegetables into your diet, and vegetables are one of the crucial elements if you're going to improve the gut flora, and the gut flora is really, in my view, one of the prime ways you maintain your optimal health. So hopefully this information will help you and your family take better control of your health.